Don't we all wish we could read into the future? While we can't deliver you that, this is possibly the next best thing. And with that, let's take a look into 10 extremely important lessons people learn too late in life. But before you do, welcome to our channel. Do subscribe, join our zoo community, like and click the bell icon. 10. The importance of being present. Someone once said that if you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. More often than not, we tend to worry about what's in the future or dwell on something that took place in the past. Whilst it's crucial to bring into consideration what is to come, you should not let it hinder your present. Rather, you need to enjoy the moment while you have it. Living in the past is equally unproductive. The balance of being able to take time to ponder and to give priority to your future while spending most of your day in the present is beyond incredible. As a matter of fact, it's life-changing. 9. Do what you love what you do. Your work is a huge part of your life that you have to dedicate yourself towards. And if you aren't happy in your career, that unhappiness will make its way into the other facets of your life. And whilst nothing is ever perfect, it's important that you work on yourself towards reaching the goals and satisfactions that you yearn for the most. The most important thing is that you invest in yourself. The same applies for your non-work life as well. It's integral to be wary of the type of people and activities you surround yourself with. Oftentimes, you are the only person who can get in the way of living every day doing what you love. 8. Everyone has an agenda. This is a pretty well-known phrase and is often used in a negative manner, but let's use it differently for once. It is important to realize that at the end of the day, we must provide for ourselves. Everyone has their own hopes, dreams, aspirations, and we all want the same basic things. Obviously, there are people you can trust, but the best way to keep yourself grounded and at peace is to know that every single person has their own agenda. You cannot control others, and neither can you expect them to put you before themselves. And trying to do so may work for a period of time, but eventually the truth will rise to the surface. Instead, make it a point to address and help others move toward their own dreams as you request their help in moving towards yours. The relationship will move more slowly in the right direction this way. 7. Everything is temporary. Everything in this life is fleeting. Your good times are not permanent, and neither are your bad times. So when you're on a high, enjoy it, revel in it, and be grateful for it. And when you're on a low, know you will get through it. Understand that it's not the end, and that it's just a rough patch. Life is full of ups and downs, surprises, and twists and turns. There is a lesson in everything. I think it's hard for a lot of people, especially the young ones, to appreciate life. Realizing the full extent of your hardships and your mistakes is the key to appreciate the journey. It's just as important to stay humble and be grateful for the joys life brings you. Nothing is forever, so make the most out of everything. 6. Perception is reality. The way you interpret and view the world has a direct impact on your beliefs and the way you choose to live your life. Perception creates bias as much as it creates understanding. It creates fear as much as it creates curiosity. Do you want your reality to be narrow or vast? Will the bliss that ignorance provides be sufficient, or do you need more? The truth is that most people always want more, even if it's on a subconscious level. From cradle to the grave, our society emphasizes the importance of education. Learning and discovering is what we do, but it is still increasingly hard to understand that what does not make sense to you. 5. Don't let fear take over. We all have something that instills great fear in us, whether it is something as insignificant as the fear of spiders or something as extreme as losing the ones we love. Fear shapes the way we live our life in ways that we could never fathom. But while talking about his experience skydiving for the first time a few years back, Will Smith let us in on an epiphany he had and discovered a truth about fear that most of us have not had the opportunity to discover, which is that the most amazing things in life are on the other side of fear. So whatever it is that scares you, whether it's getting up on stage and doing stand-up comedy for the first time, or quitting your job to travel the world, or literally just jumping out of a plane, go out and just do it. The sheer joy that awaits you on the other side will make it all worth it. 4. It is not easy being happy. The happiest people in life are usually those who've worked a great deal on themselves. Being happy requires a lot of work. Matter of fact, it possibly takes even more work to be unhappy. Being happy means at some point you decided to take the reins of life into your hands and choose not to be a victim and to put that energy back into yourself. At times it's hard, but you have to pull yourself together and usher yourself forward. Your life consists of a string of developments and personal growth. One of the worst things you can do for yourself is compare yourself to other people. It's easy to get caught up in jealousy and wanting what other people have, especially with the way things are displayed on social media. You have to remember that people only like to show the best parts of their life on those platforms. It only distracts you from being appreciative of what you have in your own life. Oftentimes, your perception of someone's life is not quite right. And even if it isn't, focus on yourself. It's your journey and your path that you should be concerned with. You only have one life. Work as hard as you can to make it your best life. 3. Money isn't everything. How many times have we heard this overused line and scoffed at it? After all, how on earth could money not be everything? Money is a tool, a commodity that can buy you necessities and fulfill all the other luxurious indulgences of life, but it's not the solution to your problems. There are loads of people who are surviving on very little and yet live extremely content and happy lives. And there are unfortunately a great many people that live on quite a lot, yet have terribly miserable lives. Sure, money can buy a nice home, a great car, fabulous shoes, even a bit of security and some indulgent comforts, but it cannot fix a broken relationship or cure loneliness. And the happiness it brings is only momentary and not the kind that really and truly matters. Happiness cannot be bought. If you're expecting the things you buy to make it all better, you will never be happy. 2. You don't need to know everything. There is nothing wrong in saying that you don't know something. Besides, no one has it all figured out, and neither does anyone have all the answers. Putting on a front of perfection does not necessarily make you perfect. It just makes you even more paranoid to keep up this fake facade of perfection. There has always been this notion that admitting one's limitations or faults is a shameful act. But one way or the other, we must face reality that we can't possibly know everything. We all make mistakes and mess up occasionally, but we learn as we go. That's just how life is. And anyway, nobody likes to know-it-all. A little vulnerability makes you human and that much more relatable. 1. Take nothing for granted. A lot of times we do not appreciate what we have until it's gone. That goes for a lot of things, including your family, your health, friends, job, the money you have or think you will have tomorrow. Whilst you're young, it feels as though your parents will forever be there, but that is far from the truth. You might think that you have plenty of time to get back in touch with your old friends or spend time with new ones, but that is simply not the case. You have the money to spend or you think you'll have it next month, but you might not. There is nothing in life that is guaranteed to be there forever, including the ones you love. This is quite possibly the hardest lesson to learn in life, but it might be the most important of all. Life can change at any moment in time. You should make sure you appreciate what you have while you still have it. And that concludes our list of the 10 extremely important lessons people learn too late in life. Let us know in the comment section below which one of these you heard for the first time ever. Thank you for watching Life Hack Giraffe, and as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon, and we will see you next time.